As someone who taught herself the art of flower arranging for her wedding, I wanted to share with you guys some floral tips if you want a DIY gift for your Valentine this year. The place that I go to is Trader Joe's for my flowers. Trader Joe's is actually where I source some of the flowers for my wedding, and they just have a beautiful selection. I love looking and they're very affordable. So now we're going to take them home and do the prep work because this is a very important part of flower arranging. I'm going to share with you guys the details you need to know. So when it comes to roses, I picked out these garden roses, and you want to strip the leaves from the stems, and you also want to remove what are called guard petals from the roses. They're basically the outer layer of roses. Sometimes they get a little icky, so just taking the damaged ones off, and then this enables the rose to bloom larger and just keeps the leaves from getting in the water and getting the water all gunky. So this is what we're starting with once I had cleaned up all the roses, and we're going to move on to the ranunculus. Now ranunculus are kind of delicate because they have very long stems, so what I did is I cut and trimmed the stems at an angle so the surface area for absorbing water was larger, and I actually just placed them in the water with the plastic so the ranunculus had time to rehydrate and kind of support themselves. And I also did the same thing with the carnations, except I took the plastic off because carnations, I've learned, are pretty hardy. I also love working with spray roses because for me, roses, anything in the rose family is very predictable. So I did the same process pretty much that I did with the garden roses. I just cleaned them up, removed the leaves from the stems, and then also removed the guard petals from these. It's not necessary to do that with spray roses. I like to do it because I am a perfectionist, and you'll see it does actually make a difference in not only the appearance but how big these bloom. And of course, I gave all the stems a good trim. So this is what it looked like when I had all of my flowers all cleaned up in the water, and I usually put my roses in the window because I've noticed sunlight makes them bloom bigger and faster. And this is the next day, you guys. Look how big those blooms got. I mean, those spray roses, incredible. So join me for part 2 so I can show you how to arrange these.